Well, hi guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is so incredibly exciting. I have been planning this and thinking about this and wanting to do this for a while. And so now that I'm actually sitting here making a video, it feels a little, oh my gosh. Let's go. My name's Rachel and this is Attainable Disney.
Yay!
So I thought for my first video, it would be a good idea to talk about maybe what made me want to start a channel, and maybe what my channel is going to be about, and maybe a little bit about myself. So you guys can kind of see if it's a channel that maybe you'd want to subscribe to and maybe something you'd be interested in. So I think what really made me want to do a YouTube channel is I've been into YouTube for a long time. I love watching videos. I love watching, I watch a lot of makeup videos. I watch a lot of Disney videos. I love watching like Marvel content. I love watching all kinds of different videos, Fortnite, all kinds of stuff. So I've always been a YouTube consumer. And I think over the last year, I think things really changed. I think 2020 changed a lot of things for a lot of people, right? I think in a time where I felt very disconnected from most of my family, friends, most of my community, pretty much anybody except for my fiance who I live with and my work. I felt pretty disconnected from the things that I love and my hobbies and the things that I like to do. And so YouTube was really a place where I could kind of dive in and find those friends and find that community, I've always thought of Disney World as a happy place, right? Going to Disney World, thinking about going to Disney World, planning a Disney World trip, watching Disney movies, shopping for Disney stuff, wearing Disney stuff. I don't know, it always just kind of made me happy, right? I mean, it's hard. How can you not be happy at Disney World? I mean, everything is so, it's so bright and it's so cheerful and everyone is so happy. It's just so, it's just such a bright place. And I really needed that in 2020, I think, as a lot of us did. I was lucky enough to actually make 2 trips to Disney World in 2020, if you can believe it. We went in February, right before the pandemic hit, so we kind of came in right under the wire. In November, the very end of the month, so right after Thanksgiving we went, in which we were really unsure of, which we really kind of went back and forth on. But 2020, one of the things that it took from us was our wedding. So we had to cancel our November 28th wedding. And we were really kind of devastated about that. We really wanted to get married. Obviously, we still will get married. We still want to get married. But we want to do it with everyone that we love. And there was just no way to do that safely. But we decided we'd still take a little honeymoon anyway. And so we did go to Disney World in November, with all the pandemic restrictions, which was really interesting. I do plan on making a video specifically about that trip later. But I don't know, so sort of through all that, I realized that Disney really is a happy place for me, right? I mean, it's a thing that makes me happy. And Disney content on YouTube makes me happy, right? I love watching people's vlogs. I love watching, people's unboxings. I love watching people's reviews of things at the parks or hotels, all that kind of stuff, right? But then there also was kind of a part of it where I was kind of second guessing myself, right? So I think there's a lot of good in social media, but I also think that there is sometimes where social media isn't the best. I think it can be a little aspirational, I think is a good word, right? So, sometimes social media is all, well, I think social media, it has become a place where we're supposed to aspire to attain the status or the lifestyle or the look that people on social media have, right? And I was like kind of starting to second guess like my love of Disney because we weren't annual pass holders. We don't live in Orlando. We don't go every few months. We don't, I don't have a dozen Loungefly backpacks. We don't own DVC, things like that. Like, I don't have 100 Funko Pops in the background, those kind of things. Like, I was kind of feeling like almost like inadequate, right? And then I kind of realized that wasn't fair. So in a way that sort of like consuming this sort of Disney content was making me feel happy and good and reminding me of these happy things, but it was also like, am I good enough? Am I as good as these creators? Am I as good as these people? Do I deserve to call myself like a Disney lover? And then I very quickly realized that like, it's whack, right? We can all love Disney in our own way. We can all love Disney in a way that is sort of healthy and like maintainable for us, right? Like we all can have like other things happening in our lives. We can all love Disney in a way that works for our schedules, our budgets, our lifestyles. And that there's a lot of different ways to do that. And so I really thought that this would translate to a good channel. And so that's kind of where I came up with Attainable Disney. You're probably not gonna see us staying at the boardwalk for a week. You're not gonna see us. We're not the rope drop to fireworks kind of people. We don't get the best reservations at the best restaurants, right? I have 3 Loungefly backpacks, and it worked very hard to get them, and I sort of hemmed and hawed over those purchases, right? I mean, it's not a cheap purchase. I have a couple Funkos, just a couple. I really like blind bags. I like pins. I've recently sort of last couple trips kind of got into the pin collecting. But even that, just a few pins a trip because, they're expensive. They're like $15 something a pin. Disney World. And so what I kind of thought was like, I really want this to be a space for everyone who loves Disney in whatever way, right? In whatever sort of commitment level, whenever you started loving Disney, whether you saw your first movie yesterday, you've been going to the parks for 50 years, you've never been to the parks, you don't want to go to the parks, you just watch movies on Disney Plus, you like to collect, you don't like to collect, whatever, right? I don't ever want this to be a place where people feel like they have to do something to feel worthy of Disney, right? Because Disney will try to trick you into thinking that you have to spend a lot of money and you have to buy a lot of stuff. And I don't want my content to do that either, right? So a little bit about myself. So kind of like I mentioned, I live with my fiance. His name is Mike. He is wonderful. He is supportive. He doesn't love Disney quite as much as I do. He's big into Star Wars and Marvel. He likes Disney. He doesn't love it quite as much as I do. He's definitely gotten me into Star Wars and Marvel a lot more. So it's definitely something that we share now, which is really fun. We have 2 cats, which I really look forward to sharing with you. They're a really big part of my life. I love them so much, and so I can't wait to show them to you guys soon. In my real life, I am a social worker. I am a therapist and a case manager. I work in homeless services, and so what I do is I work with people who are currently homeless, some living on the street, some living in shelters, and I help them find permanent, supportive housing for them and their families, and help them kind of make that transition and be able to maintain that. So super amazing work. I love my job. So another thing, my fiance Mike and I have no children and no plans for children in the future, and so our travel style is really focused on adults only. So we are just two adults who go to Disney World with no children, and so that's kind of our perspective. So I think that's maybe another unique thing. I think there's a lot of Disney content out there for families, but you know, it's just the two of us. We are family, but for families in the sense of parents, kids, right? So it's just the two of us, and so just going to Disney World as adults is definitely different, and so we'll definitely share some of that with you guys too. I think that's it. I want to just kind of keep this short, I guess, today, and just give you guys kind of a little overview. I don't know. So if you guys have any questions, anything that you want me to do, anything that you want me to know, anything you want to see, please, please, please let me know. I would be super, super excited to hear from you. It's a brand new channel, so I'm really just excited to get to kind of know the people that want to follow my channel. So since it is a brand new channel, I would really appreciate it if you guys wanted to share this with anybody you know who you think might enjoy the channel. I'm gonna leave my Instagram here on the screen. It's just Attainable Disney. So that'll be a really great place where it's really easy for me to be active and interactive with you guys. So definitely follow me there. I hope to have a fair amount of content out for you guys pretty soon. I want you guys to be able to get an idea of kind of who I am and what we're going to be doing pretty quickly. And so keep an eye out for that. I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Subscribe, like this video, comment. I would be forever grateful if you shared it with someone who you think might enjoy it. Follow me on Instagram, all those kinds of things. And I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Bye.